Have you ever felt like you finally got your life together? And then, boom, everything just implodes? Like you were safe, you were comfortable, and suddenly the rug gets pulled out from under you. You're left standing there asking, why me? And what did I do to deserve this? Look, I know it feels like the end, but what if the thing that just broke your heart was actually the only thing that could set you free? Today, I'm sharing a story about a bird that lost everything, and it's going to change how you look at every setback you're facing right now. Because trust me, your disaster is low-key a redirection to something much bigger. This is a true inspirational story that can change your life. Deep in the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia, there stood an old historic chapel. Its stone walls were covered in moss, and the courtyard was dead silent. Right in the center, there was this massive bronze bell hanging in a wooden tower. It hadn't been struck in years. It was just sitting there, covered in dust. But one small sparrow saw something others missed. To her, the hollow inside that bell was the ultimate safe spot. It was cool in the humid summers and kept her dry from the heavy Appalachian rains. It was the perfect sanctuary. She started gathering twigs, one by one, building her nest with so much effort. She lined it with soft feathers, feeling proud and happy. She'd tell herself, "This is my safe place. Nothing can touch me here." Day by day, her life went on peacefully. She'd sing into the mountain mist each morning, feeling totally secure in her hidden home. But here's the thing. This is also a deep moral story about trust. In life, we often think we're safe just because we're comfortable, but life has a way of shifting when we least expect it. One crisp autumn morning, everything changed. Footsteps echoed in the courtyard. The groundskeepers had decided it was time to ring that bell. The sparrow, tucked away inside, had no idea what was coming. Then, boom! The hammer struck the bell. A heavy, thunderous vibration ripped through the air. The bell shook with so much force that her nest literally disintegrated. Twigs flew everywhere, feathers scattered in the wind. In one single second, her entire world was ruined. Terrified, she flew out into the courtyard, crying in her heart, "Why me? What did I do wrong? Why did life just wreck my home?" She flew away from the chapel with heavy wings, totally lost. Day after day, she wandered, searching the valleys, resting on pine branches that just didn't feel right. She was exhausted, hungry, and honestly, she was ready to give up. But in those dark moments, she realized something powerful. You have to believe in yourself, even when the external world fails you. A voice of wisdom inside her told her to keep going. It was like she was navigating her own life golden compass, knowing she couldn't stop now. One afternoon, she followed the sound of rushing water. It led her to a secret glade deep within the forest of the Great Smoky Mountains. It was breathtaking. Sunlight was filtering beautifully through the trees, the air was fresh and sweet, and there were wild berry bushes everywhere. A crystal-clear stream was sparkling nearby, and the willow trees had these thick, flexible branches, perfect for a new house. The sparrow stopped and looked around. She could scarcely believe her eyes. It was literal paradise. That's when she realized, God has a better plan for you, even when you can't see it yet. With a new hope, she started again. But this time, she was smarter. She made her nest bigger and much stronger than the first one. As she sat in her new home, with a light breeze brushing her feathers, she smiled. She thought, "This is so much better than that old bell." Then it hit her. If the bell had never rung, she would have remained stuck in that dark, hollow tower forever. She never would have discovered this beautiful, vibrant garden. Losing her first home wasn't the end. It was the start of something much greater. Friends, life is exactly like that. We all build our nests. It might be our home, our job, or our relationships. We feel safe and we assume nothing will ever change. But one day, the bell is shaken by life, and everything we know breaks apart. In those moments, we ask, why me? But remember, the same bell that blew away the sparrow's nest was the same bell that set her free. It drove her out of her comfort zone and brought her to a heaven she had never seen. So, when your world is shaking, do not be scared. Keep your spirit strong. Keep moving. Keep building. Because your next nest, your next home, and your next chapter may very well be the prettiest one of your life. If this story hit home for you, type "I am letting go" in the comments. Subscribe for more wisdom. And remember, you're not being buried, you're being planted. Stay positive, trust the process, and fly higher.